Hi student, previous video I already explained about the angle measurement. Now today I am starting the trigonometric function. Already I have told, if theta be the angle subtended by an arc of length s, where the circle radius of circle is r, then we are getting theta radian angle equal to s by r. Here s and r, you know, both are length, so obviously they are real numbers, and their ratio also real numbers. It is also real numbers, but no unit. Okay, because you know there will be no unit in the ratio, that's why, and both are similar quantity, both are length, that's why there will be no ratio, no unit. Now in the place of r, if we write r equal to 1, then we are getting theta equal to s. It means if a circle is of radius 1 unit radius, then the angle subtended by the arc will be equal to the length of the arc. Suppose there is one circle. This is one circle, this is center, and it is radius 1 unit. Radius is 1 unit. If there is angle theta and it is initial point, initial line, initial arm of the angle theta, and it is the terminal point. Now for unit circle means when the radius of the circle is 1 unit, that time it is called unit circle. In unit circle, the length of arc, if it is s and theta both are equal, that's why I have written this. Okay, but now you know already, and these are real, s and r both real, so obviously theta is also real, means radian of an angle is also a real number. Okay, now, and in if we consider a circle with center O, a radius 1 unit, and it is initial position of the line OA, and it is the terminal position P. Okay, then length of arc x will be equal to the angle subtended by this arc when the radius equal to 1. It is unit circle. Okay, and here x is positive. Why here x is positive? Why it is positive? Because the line OA is moving in anti-clockwise direction. That's why angle x is positive. But if it is moved it is OA, it is Q, then this angle will be minus x, and this is x. Because of the direction it will be minus x. Okay, so length cannot be negative, but because of the clockwise direction, the movement of the terminal movement of the movement of the side of the angle in clockwise direction, the angle will be is negative. Okay, so already it is explained by me in the previous video, so I think you have understood. Now I will say about different function, trigonometric function. Trigonometric function. Consider a circle, unit circle obviously. This is one unit circle. It is O, A, this is P. Suppose the coordinate of A, A0, and coordinate of P, A, B. Okay, both are on the circle. Unit circle means it is one unit. Okay, so if angle is X, it is anti-clockwise direction, so it is also X. Now you have to find out the trigonometric function. So if you draw one perpendicular here, then, and it is given name M, if PM perpendicular to OA, then OM equal to A and PM equal to B according to the graphical representation of any point. Okay, this is the way of representation. So PM will be, but here X is, angle is X, then it is perpendicular, its opposite side is perpendicular, it is base, and we have to find out base and perpendicular. So here we can write A equal to what? Cos X, and B equal to sin X, because OP is given 1, it is also 1 unit. So when cos X is equal to what? Cos X means base by hypotenuse, so OM by OP we are getting. OM is equal to what? A, and OP is equal to 1 unit because it is also radius, so we are getting A. And sin X is equal to what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse, that is PM by OP. PM means what? B by 1, that is B. So in the place of AB we can write the coordinate of P cos X and sin X. Okay, now if when it is moving anti-clockwise direction, that time these are angle is positive, so we are getting cos X sin X. When it is moving clockwise direction, that time angle become minus X. It is X but it become minus X and the point is Q. That time the coordinate of Q will be A minus B. Okay, now if you draw this, draw a perpendicular here also, that time what we will get? A equal to cos X and minus B equal to sin X, minus B equal to, sorry, here will be A, here it is A equal to cos minus X, because angle is minus, that's why you have to write cos minus X, and minus B equal to sin minus X. But here we have got A means cos X equal to cos minus X, and B means sin X, so minus sin X equal to sin minus X. So from this relation we can say cos minus X equal to cos X and sin minus X equal to minus sin X. More function we can get from this sin X and cos X. Okay, so you know there is so many trigonometric function are there, like tan X, cot X, cosec X, sec X. So I will say about this in the next video. Okay student, thank you.